Hi, my name is Juliana Crouch. This video is for Human Development Module 6. There's 6 questions. I will be reading the question and then answering, so we'll go ahead and get started. So number 1, how does research on life conditions that accelerate telomere shortening illustrate the joint influence of hereditary environment on biological aging? I answered this as an example. So even if a child is born with shorter telomeres, if they grow up and practice a healthy lifestyle, like eat healthy, exercise regularly, they don't drink or smoke, their telomeres can actually lengthen and prolong their life. Whereas if they are born with longer telomeres, the environment in which they participate in, as in if they drink and smoke a lot, if they don't exercise or eat healthy, if they're overweight, their telomeres will actually shorten. So I think it all breaks down to healthy aging, really, and what you put your body through. Second question is, why are people in committed relationships likely to be more sexually active and satisfied than those who are dating several partners? I put that people who are in committed relationships are physically and emotionally more satisfied than people that aren't. In the book, I read that people with more sexual partners, as the number of partners rises, their satisfaction, both physical and emotional, actually decrease with the number of people that they're intimate with. Number 3, how does expertise affect information processing? Why is expertise necessary but not the same as creativity? So the first part of this question is, how does expertise affect information processing? Curiosity and passion for the topic allows for better information processing. I can vouch for this. I'm super passionate for Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia, and just that passion alone, I can understand almost anything that you tell me about the disease. If it's about any other topic, I just can't process it and understand it as well. Expertise also allows the expert to understand more comprehensive domains. They also have a deeper understanding about the topic and have, when they're talking or learning about the topic that they're experts in, they also have underlying principles in mind as they're learning. So it's almost like it's a building block of information. The second part of this question, I don't want to forget about it, is why is expertise necessary but not the same as creativity? Well, experts undergo a ton of education. They learn the subject inside and out. They participate in research, scientific measures for many years, whereas creativity requires a bunch of different other things, as thinking intuitively, thinking outside the box, being in touch with your creative side, artists, poets, writers, dancers, all of the above. So they most definitely are different, but creativity can feed into expertise as well. Not everyone that's an expert is creative, and vice versa. Number 4, what student and college environment characteristics contribute to favorable psychological changes during the college years? There's a few of these, and I can vouch for them. A college that offers diverse academic and out-of-class offerings helps contribute to positive psychological changes throughout college years. Community service and in-class experiences also do the same, and it also gives the student cognitive gains throughout their college years, and involvement in the facility and faculty, and having an actual mentor or college counselor, academic advisor, whatever have you. Those can all prosper positive psychological changes throughout the college years. Number 5, what cultural changes have led to the emergence of the period known as the emerging adulthood? There's 2 of these in the book that I found. One of them is entry-level positions require a higher education, and I do believe this is true. That, or they require years of, you don't have a higher education, then they require years of experience, and in order to gain experience, you have to have some sort of education. So it kind of flip-flops there. Also, people are living longer and also working longer. And so there's not as big of a demand in the working field. I believe this will change though once the baby boomers start to retire and or pass on. The medical field is booming right now and will be starving for nurses here in the next few years. And last but not least, according to Livingston, how do the life structures of men and women differ? Well, we'll start with men. Men are typically in their 20s. They acquire professional skills. They go to school. They learn values and they earn their credentials. Whereas women in their 20s really focus on marriage and having children, and they kind of put off school. By mid-age, women are ready for career development and or have finally achieved it, whereas men have already achieved a career development and are now ready to settle down if they're still single. And in the book, it states that women in their 30s are more unsettled than men. So I found that very interesting. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope I answered everything correctly, and have a good day. Thanks.